Hey there, it's Stephanie Shea, Chief Astrologer for janspiller.com with your monthly horoscope. And this one's for you, Sagittarius. We're coming into August 2021. It's going to offer a lot of supportive astrology for you. I think you're going to have a lot of energy and motivation. Much of this month's astrology is working favorably with your sign, and that can really help you attract the situations and personal connections that you desire. You could be eager for some new adventures and experiences, even more so than the regular Sagittarius feeling. And it will be a great month for some educational pursuits. Now let's look at the new moon. It's on August 8th, 16 degrees of Leo. Leo, of course, a fellow fire sign. That's why this new moon is extra supportive for you. If you were born on or around December 8th of any year, or if you have around 16 degrees Sagittarius rising, you're in store for a new beginning or a fresh start of some sort at this new moon. Now, all Sagittarius people can make the most of the new moon energies as well to set intentions related to education, travel, new life adventures, and any type of activities that make you feel free or the pursuit of a personal vision. It's a really fun one for you. And I want to direct people to check out the janspiller.com website for more new moon information. If you become a member at the silver or platinum level, you're going to get emailed the best times to set your intentions around the new moon. It's not just any time on that day. There's actually specific times that are better than others. We'll send that right to you, as well as an overview of the new moon that can go a little bit more into detail than what I talk about here on YouTube. But the main reason I would encourage people to go to the website and sign up is because it will help support Jan's legacy. She really wanted the site to be continued as a resource for people, and I create a lot of written content that I don't have time to put on the videos here. If you want to go really in depth with the astrology, you really get a lot for a low monthly subscription there. So thanks for checking that out. Now we've got Mercury, the planet of intellect and communication, in Leo between August 1st and August 10th. These days are going to be especially good for teaching and learning. Now on the 11th, Mercury will move into Virgo, and that's going to be favorable for making professional connections. Mercury is going to be direct all month. That's some great news. That means it's a green light for new beginnings, new relationships, new commitments, new agreements, all that good stuff. Now, if you are planning a very important negotiation where you really want to create a win-win situation and have things come out with a fair outcome, you might want to try to wait until August 29th when Mercury enters the diplomatic sign of Libra. That's such good astrology for fair negotiations. So if it's possible, sort of push that towards that date. Now we have Venus entering Libra on August 16th, and that makes the second half of August particularly good for socializing. If you're single, great news. It is such a good time to get out there and mix it up with new people. If you're in a committed partnership, it's also great news because I think you and your partner will be having some fun, enjoying some group activities, maybe working with others towards a common goal, maybe doing some volunteer work, something that really energizes you and helps you feel part of a community. It's Venus in Libra is generally really feel good energy, so I'm really looking forward to it. Now we've got Uranus, the planet of revolution, stationing retrograde on August the 19th, and this initiates a cycle that will last until January 18th of next year. Unlike the inner planets, the outer planets stay retrograde for months at a time. In this case, just about 5 months. And it's not going to affect us in our day-to-day life the way a Mercury retrograde might. That's a lot more common. It's closer to the earth. We feel it more. But I feel like these outer planets are operating in the background and they create an overall environment. So there's going to be a favorable climate for certain things you can think about in these upcoming months. It's going to be amazing for brainstorming ideas that have to do with taking charge of your time and feeling more free in your day-to-day life. If you've been thinking, I have got to get rid of some of these time sucks and reclaim my schedule and my precious time, this is going to be a time coming up where you start strategizing and maybe figuring out how this could happen. It's possible that you're craving a big change in your work life. Maybe you need more flexibility there. You could be rethinking your self-care and finding what wellness routines work for you. A lot of that has to do also with revolutionizing your use of time and making yourself a bigger priority in your daily schedule. Now, August 22nd, the sun will enter Virgo, and that's going to put a focus on your career or public image, maybe both. There's a very industrious mood that comes with the sun in Virgo, and I think that's going to help people stick to deadlines and follow through with professional commitment. So if you've fallen behind it all, once we hit that sun in Virgo, you can maybe catch up on some things. It'll feel pretty productive. We also have a full moon on August 22nd, and it's at 29 degrees of Aquarius. And this puts the spotlight on your communications and your connections. This is such a good full moon for networking. And you could be taking action on some ideas that were discussed earlier in the month. You can all of a sudden see those ideas being put into action at this full moon. And if you've been working to advertise or get the word out about a business or personal project, you might finally see some results of your efforts around this time. So I think it's going to be a pretty good high energy full moon for you at the end of the month. I hope that you can make the most of August astrology. Be safe and be well, and I'll see you here next time with your horoscope.